Well, as the director of a regional nonprofit organization, it's been a wonderful opportunity for firsthand research, primary research, from my perspective on what would attract a young person to heritage tourism, to heritage travel. And the opportunity to work with Dr. Chandler and his class has certainly blown some of the more common myths that I've perhaps held erroneously in recent years, I guess. Introducing these young people to historic sites was exciting, much like introducing one good friend to another good friend. Very interesting to see how the friends interact with each other. And so it was exciting to see the young people go from, oh my, this is a class project, we have to do this, into becoming more engaged and involved with some of the people they met along the way. And to see the students gain an appreciation for their heritage and sites that are nearby them.
I think that the biggest problem is marketing to the 35 and younger generation, and I think that a way that this can be fixed is through the use of social media. And if someone was able to actively update social media sites like Facebook and Twitter, I think this generation would be a lot more likely to go out to these forts.
As part of the 15th anniversary of the Texas Forts Trail, Dr. Tim Chandler was invited to participate with the trail to assist with the promotion of the occasion. Working with his advertising campaign class at Hardin-Simmons University in Abilene, Texas, Chandler devised a social media campaign to help build an audience for the celebration. Chandler, who had previously partnered with the Texas Forts Trail to assess appropriate technology to interpret the trail, used a grant from the Foundation for Advertising Education to fund the campaign. The FAE is part of the American Advertising Federation 10th District and had previously worked with Chandler through his involvement with advertising education.
So as a class, what we did is we expanded the Facebook that was already started, and then also added Instagram, Pinterest, Vine, Twitter, as well as created a website with newsletters and a blog.
The campaign ran during the spring semester 2013 and involved 9 students using various social media tools to promote the trail. 2 weekend field trips were taken with the students along the trail, guided by Texas Forts Trail Director Margaret Hoekstra, who developed an itinerary and arranged the stops along the trail. At each stop on the trip along the trail, the students were actively engaged in reporting, posting, and creating interest using Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and Vine. A website dedicated to the project was created to link the media and organize the campaign. Other students kept blogs, created e-newsletters, and created slide shares with themes related to common elements they discovered.
One of the most memorable ones, I guess, would be just seeing how the fort took care of everybody.
Living history events take place across the Texas Forts Trail. These events allow people to reenact historical events using historical tools and dress. Some people go as far as to finding authentic dress. People can go out and observe these reenactments, and they can observe anything from artillery drills. They can go on hay rides, see live buffalo, maybe shoot a cannon.
Fort Richardson was my favorite part about the Texas Fort Trails. Our tour guide, Ray, was wonderful. He's very passionate about his job and the work that they do at Fort Richardson.
I was just honored to march some of the stomping grounds that some of the other African Americans marched on.
As part of the experience, the students were asked to research real-life historical characters who had lived and worked along the trail, and to write about what they learned related to personal selling and advertising for a diverse brand like the Forts Trail, which is a loose confederation of independent brands united in support of heritage tourism. For more information, check the student website at txfortspassport.com.
And to me, it was kind of eye-opening in a sense, because
whenever we visited the living quarters. It was just so small, and just realizing what they had, and they made it work. They had bunk beds that were like half the size of a regular twin size bed that we know now.
I think that all of the information we gather from the trip is going to be a great way to show others what an awesome experience we had. And I think that we'll be able to target and reach a broader audience to let them know that the Texas Sports Trail is a really great experience.